I believe you need hear this from me, really. I never discussed the point why I wrote my book, Don't Fall in Love with Egyptian Man, but I will discuss it today. As you could notice, I was in a very, very famous newspapers. Yes, congratulations to me. Thank you so much. And the woman asked me the question from where I am, what I experienced in my life, why I wanted to live in Egypt, why I wrote a book, and these things. The journalist was so awesome, really. She wrote so beautiful article about me. When I read it, I almost cried from it how beautiful it is. I didn't answer this wedding question. I mean, I did, but not that beautiful way. But she did from it really a poetry for me, you know. I know it was written in Arabic, so but you can translate. Many members are translating nowadays alone, so it's not a big problem anymore. But what I experienced at the same time, it go viral immediately. Immediately when the newspaper published it, for example, the family of my husband called him immediately in 1 second. He didn't tell anything to anyone, but they noticed alone. But the man, Egyptian man, let's say it's me. They didn't read the article, neither the book. They judge from the name, of course. I know I choose a very hard name. I know, and I know that maybe I hearted some good Egyptian men. That's also true. But for this, I have solution for you. For the good Egyptian man, we have a lot in Egypt, really. Let's say 80% of Egypt will be good men. So I'm officially sorry for hurting you, and I promise I will write a book about good Egyptian man to make your name very clear. But this book I wrote in a time 2 years ago when we had a really big problem. Almost all embassies in Cairo was declaring stop marry Egyptian men because they had so many cases of divorce and didn't know what to do anymore. Foreigner, when we came here to Egypt, we don't know your rules, we don't know your logic, your mentality, your habits, anything. And mostly where we go to Sharm el-Sheikh, Hurghada, Marsalam. This is the touristic places. And who is there? Which type of Egyptian men are there? Of course, mostly the scammers. I don't say they all, but mostly yes. And who will go for the foreign people, for the foreign women? Who will go for them? Of course, the scammers. And it's happening. And don't think that no, really, it's happening. It's true. We are a very easy target because we are so naive and desperate for love, or we adore love, and we love the romantic movement. And the big problem is that in our countries, the men are not that romantic as in Egypt. Yeah, Egyptians are masters of romantic stuffs. So let's imagine, for example, in my country, example is example. If a man wants a woman, okay, he like her, he go for her, and he tell you, hey, you wanna be my girlfriend? If I tell him no, he will never go back to me. Here in Egypt, if I say 100 times no, so the man will go back to me again and again and ask me, and if he really wants me, so try to prove that he is good for me. And if I tell him no more, it will make him more addicted to me. He will want me more, So we girls see it like, wow, he will really love me. Why he will do this to me, the Egyptian man, if he doesn't love me? But the foreign women do not know that this is not question of love. Egyptian men maybe, I will call them fighters, and if they want something, they must have it. But it has nothing related to love, but we don't know it. Oh my god, who will tell us? Who will teach us? No one. And what more, we don't know that Egyptian men can keep like this even for 2 years. Then what's happening? That Egyptian scammers, I call them scammers, okay, they are going for old women, right, with money to marry them and to go out of Egypt. Because almost every Egyptian scammers wanna leave the country for a better life, but no one has idea how it looked like outside of Egypt. I saw many Egyptians outside of Egypt who were so unhappy. and even living on the street, but they will never admit it because they are so proud and they can disappoint their family. But they wish to come back to Egypt, and so many, I swear. Because you have the idea that life outside of Egypt is so easy, the money are free for everywhere, everything is cheap and it's paradise. But it's exactly opposite. I'm telling you, very officially telling you, in Egypt you live the paradise life. And outside Egypt, yes, there are money, I agree. The lifestyle is amazing, better than here, but you must work hard for it. Really very hard working. You have no idea, you will spend all your life by working, really. And not only for the money, but even for the lifestyle. So, I will come back to the old woman. These things I really hate what's happening, but it's happening. And any young man who marry old woman have to say, oh, I married her only for this and this, and he doesn't love her at the end. And mostly when they go there, so they will divorce. They will divorce sooner or later, but they will. Or he will cheat her. He will go for a younger woman. I don't know why we foreigners are so naive when we are old to say like the young man will stay with us forever. He will not, definitely not. But it depends how much money you have, for example, from which place you live exactly. He can be patient, but I guarantee you he will not stay with you forever like this. Then another problem, married Egyptian men are searching for foreigners to be even a second wife, but not always, right? It can be only a mistress. A lot of I really met a lot of people like this. Trust me, over the past 2 years, women wrote me so many emails. It's such a bad stories. It's really heartbreaking. And what I absolutely hate, when some Egyptian scammers seduce any foreigner and, for example, convert her to live with him here in Egypt. The girl worked for him, the girl spent money on him, and at the end, for example, he kicked her out from the flat and left her on the street without no money. I'm sorry, but any Egyptian man who will listen this, like, you will have to admit that I'm right. And don't think I had Egyptian men who bought my book and read my book and they agree with me on these points. Egyptian scammers are really the bad thing in Egypt. Yes, their work is to seduce women and take their money, and this I am fighting against, and I will always do. I swear, I will never stop fighting against this, because really, we don't do this with Egyptian outside Egypt, so why they do this to us? That was the reason why I wrote the book. So don't judge the book just from the name. I know it's a very hard name, and I choose it to be like this for the attention of the woman, to be sure that the woman will read it. And don't think that I'm earning money on it, because really, I'm not. Many books I spray to the world for free, hundreds of copies for free, and if I earn some money right now, so it's invest to my business, nothing more. So you know the reasons, and now I will speak about the newspapers. Okay, I'll go back to it. So Egyptian men literally ate me in the newspapers, judging me very hard, saying that I'm not European, that I'm Egyptian, I'm just playing to be European to get the attention of people. I swear I'm European. There is many people who know me in Egypt and they knew that I'm European, but all say yes, I am from my heart as Egyptian. I don't know why. Since I was a kid, I believe I was like this. Simply, I belong to this country. It's my home, always will be. But still, I am European. The fact will not change, and I don't care if you believe it or not. But that is how it is, right? But my point, this day when what I was reading about myself was absolutely not easy for me. Yeah, you made me cry. Congratulations to you. It really hurted me, but only for some time, because any bad words which are not true will actually make me fight more and to make more work about it. I'm like this. For example, I sit, I cry, it's fine, I take the emotion away from me, but then I continue and much harder. And I guarantee it already happened, and yet opportunity with one woman to fight on this topic more than I did till now, and I accept it, and I will. So I believe your bad words had actually the exact opposite on me. Instead, make me weaker to make me stronger. So at the end, I wanna thank you. Thank you guys. Without you, maybe I will not be that strong as I am right now. So, bye.